Hi guys, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Deck Reviews. This is where we review decks from all around the world, mass market as well as indie and also Kickstarter. Sit back guys, relax and enjoy the up and coming review. Hi guys, welcome to another deck review from Carol's Universe. Today we are reviewing the Cosmic Cycles Tarot from America. From American creators, author Martina Razzo, and the illustrator is Miriam E.G. I ordered this, when did I order this? I ordered this around Christmas time. I think it might have been somewhere around the earlier parts of December actually, maybe, I don't know, maybe the 4th, 5th, something like that of December. I've seen this actually on Little Red Riding Tarot, a UK based tarot and divination website. Sells lots of tarot cards and Lenormand and runes and every type of sort of divination tool you can think of. It actually sells. A really good website, and I saw that they were about to start selling this. Something must have gone wrong, or maybe somebody pulled out or something, but then when I went back to sort of look if it had come out, it hadn't. So I looked around. I think I might have seen one other might have seen one other review on this deck on YouTube, which was very good, and I just thought, you know, it would be nice to do my own review of this, do a walkthrough and a review. So you can see it's still in its packaging, so we're just gonna get a scissors and undo the packaging. Right, there we go. There we are. I kind of hate doing this type of thing live on screen, but just wanted to, I like seeing these types of unboxing. So I suppose we are actually doing an unboxing straight walkthrough and review video. Haven't seen these in the flesh, only why do I keep saying saw? Only seen, I think it's seen, is it seen? I've only seen reviews of this online and seen some of it now. So it's in a tuck box. I'm already noticing immediately that this tuck box is a little bit tricky to open up, which they can be. This is just the standard deck that I got. I think you can get a far more luxurious deck, far more luxurious edition. Oh, already it feels lovely in my hands. As you can see, there's no gilding on the sides. It's just plain white. I might gild these, I'll see. I might gild them in, but the quality of the card is beautiful. Wow. Okay, so no gilding, just plain white. I'm probably going to gild them myself anyway. Cardstock, whoa, that is very nice, exceptional, beautiful. This is why I like indie decks, because I would be very surprised if I bought an indie deck and the quality of the card wasn't good. Very surprised. That's usually mass market. When they're turning these types of decks, indie decks into mass market, they're losing the quality, unfortunately. There's some really good quality mass market decks like the Everyday Enchantment Tarot, Poppy Paladin. It's probably my #1 deck anyway, along with the Dark Mansion Tarot, but as a mass market that was very, very good. Just the quality of the card, but very often with mass markets the quality isn't there. Not as good as what I'm feeling right here. Very smooth, very silky, very buttery. Really nice. I think actually this is an additional card, thank you card, actually. I hope you guys, the camera looks, it feels like it's looking a little bit blurry to me, but yeah, there's a thank you card here, very nice, lovely. I'll keep that. I'll probably just put that in my drawer. I won't include it in the deck. I think other tarot readers might include this, but I don't include this. I won't include this. But yeah, stunning, very nice quality, standard tarot size, Rider-Waite size, very nice. It's not large or anything, just a standard tarot sized, obvious deck. And let's have a look. Let's do a walkthrough. So, yeah, I like this, the Fool. She better be careful she doesn't slip. She's not really looking where she's going. Sometimes that can be a message from the Fool as well. It's about doing something foolish or silly or not looking where you're going. Just sort of rushing ahead can be the Fool. And what's giving me vibes is she's obviously running for her plane, but in terms of in the act of running for her plane, she could easily kind of trip up there's a warning sign there, and she's kind of ignoring the warning sign because she wants to get on her plane. I like this depiction of the Fool. It's very much in line for me with the, you know, the meaning of the Fool in terms of just taking that leap, just running along, rushing headlong into something and not really looking at the signs, which definitely this card can allude to a foolish act or something. So I quite like that depiction of the Fool there. I'll leave these face up like this. We've got the Magician, depicted as a DJ. He's got control of all of the mechanics here, of the disc. What do you call it? Turntable. He's got control of the kind of turntable here. Everybody's enjoying themselves. The lights are on him. He's making things happen. He's creating the sound, because DJs have to mix in different sounds, don't they? So they can create sounds from already compiled music. They can create something completely new. So I really like this depiction of the... I'm noticing that the cards, the hues are very purpley, purple, orange, that type of thing. Quite beautiful. Actually, I think we're going to turn it down like this every time we finish with the card. Actually, that would probably make more sense. Okay, the High Priestess. I love this card. I really like it. When I first saw it on a walkthrough, I just thought, how beautiful is that? So we've got a girl sitting in her room. She's got her cards, so she's a tarot reader, obviously. I'm wondering here if she's learning tarot or something, or she's trying to, maybe she's looking online and she's trying to kind of figure out what a card means or something like that. It looks like she's studying as well, so it looks like she may be studying how to develop her own intuition, something like that, because she's sitting on her bed. I think it's her bed, maybe. Blinds look like they're closed. She's looking at her cards. She's got a card. I think this is a card in her hand. She got her laptop open. It looks like she might be stuck on something. So she's trying to develop her intuition. She's trying to learn how to develop that intuition, showing there. High Priestesses are usually tarot readers anyway. So yeah, I like that. The Empress. Ooh, nice. I like this. This looks like a mother and child to me. Looks like a mum who's doing her kid's hair. And in the background is a wig as well, which is interesting. So she may actually be cornrowing her child's hair and about to put the wig on. We know that a lot of black women like myself like to wear weaves and wigs and things like that. So to me, this looks like somebody who is taking care of their child. And if they're looking to cane row their hair, it looks like they're cane rowing. I'm just going to pick this up and have a look here. Yeah, can you see? She's cane rowing the kid's hair. I'm sure she's cane rowing the child's hair. Cane rowing the hair, guys, if you don't know what that is, it's kind of like doing a braiding type of thing. And then that's what a lot of black women do. We braid our hair and then we can fit a wig on, for example. So it looks like she's braiding her child's hair. You can see all the makeup on the desk as well. So she's really doing a complete and thorough sort of makeover for her kid. It could be a hairdresser, but I doubt it very much because Empresses are mothers. So it looks like that she's doing a little bit of caretaking on the child here. It's very nice. I love the depiction of that Empress there. The Emperor. So it looks like a chef, doesn't he? Chef with his kid showing here. So not only is he very protective of his child, he's also attending to business at the same time. I like that. The Hierophant. Ah, what a beautiful card, showing different depictions of worship and prayer and guidance. You can see here somebody's praying. You can see here somebody sitting on a mat meditating, and somebody is in the bowing state in terms of prayer. Each one probably asking for guidance from the higher power. I really like that depiction of the Hierophant. We don't, and what I like about this depiction is we don't have somebody like a priest who is standing above others. We just have the idea of people being guided by whatever it is that they believe in. And in a way, it kind of makes me think of, on many a Hierophant card, what you tend to get is the depiction of a Christian priest or somebody who looks like they may be a Roman Catholic priest or something like that. On this card here, we don't have that generalization of what a Hierophant could be. What we've simply got is that we've got these people here who are each praying to their own type of religious leader, or whatever you want to call it, which I think is actually quite clever. So I'd probably just use that card for guidance more than anything else. The Lovers, I like this card. You know, often we look at the Lovers and it's a card about choice and decisions, but often I look at the Lovers like I would look at this, and this is about acceptance and love and care, and understanding and closeness as well. I really like that a lot. That's beautiful. The Chariot. How cute. Two little puppies or dogs in the car, and the woman is in full control of her vehicle here. She looks a little bit sadistic actually, but I'm sure that's not what she's meant to be. I'm sure she's just smiling. That's nice. And also, to me, when I look at this Chariot as well, it's almost like it lends itself to the idea of maternal instinct or nurturing, because the Chariot is also a very maternal card and talks about somebody who is in a position of the caretaker, looking after the kids. It's ruled by Cancer, so I think the House of Cancer kind of alludes to the idea of caretaker and nurturer, and somebody who is very much maternal. So I really like that depiction there. I think that's very, very nice actually. It doesn't even feel like, it feels like somebody obviously is in charge of this, which is what the Chariot is. It's about being in charge of others, but it also alludes, I think, as well to the caretaking aspect as well of others too. Strength, I like the idea. I love this deck, and it is, I forgot to mention, on the side it says, can you see, a modernized deck? So you can see it says Cosmic Cycles, a modernized deck, which I'm really into modern decks. I really am. Usually on strength you would find a woman and a lion. It's not about that on this particular deck. On this deck, I think they're just trying to depict, from what I can gather from this, they're trying to depict someone who has the strength and the motivation and the determination to rise above difficulties and obstacles. This person obviously, I think, either had an accident, or they've had some form of physical issue here because they've been in the wheelchair, but they have the strength, the inner conviction to get up and to try and walk and to overcome the obstacle, which I really like. So for me, this is all about inner strength and determination with this particular strength card, which I think is very nice. And I love the colours as well. Yellow, brown, beautiful coloration on those cards. The Hermit. Oh, I love this deck. You know what? I am here for it. Oh, man. Do you guys know about the, there's a couple of decks that this one kind of puts me in mind of. And that is the This Might Hurt Tarot deck, and also the Everyday Enchantment deck by Poppy Palin. I love this type of modern deck. I really do. I'm absolutely 100% here for it, because you read with it and it just flows. I cannot wait to read with it. I've got some clients to do tonight after this, so I'm probably going to read with this afterwards. I'm really excited. It's so good. I love this Hermit. Look at this Hermit, guys. Wow. Just sat in the comfort of her own room. A little bit of a light being cast on her book. She's completely immersed in what she's reading. This isn't, often we see with hermits, they're hooded, they've got this little lamp pointing out, they're withdrawn, that type of thing, they're in solitude, but this doesn't kind of say to me solitude. It doesn't, not in the way that often hermits are depicted within the tarot. This just says to me alone time and really enjoying kind of, because the Hermit is ruled by Virgo, so Virgo likes to explore, it likes to investigate, it likes to learn. And I've got a girl here just sitting on her own, really comfortable, shoes off, bare feet on the sofa. It's a massive kind of comfortable sofa. She's got pillows at the back of her. She's really comfy. She's got a little hoodie on. She's probably very warm. You know, she's got a little bit of like soft light, looking down, reading her book, exploring, learning, which is what the Hermit's all about. And she's just got that time to herself, her own personal space to do that. And she looks really comfy, cozy doing that. And I really love the depiction, and I really appreciate the depiction of this Hermit, because I think it's phenomenal. I think it's absolutely stunning. Wheel of Fortune, nice. It's almost like a fairground. A fairground depiction there, very nice. Looks very dark though, like it could be evening time and that's happening. The Justice card, very nice, lovely, beautiful. Somebody's got to make a decision here, but you know, you've got the two people showing here. So having to make a decision between yes and no, good and bad, having to weigh up the pros and cons of a matter, which is what the Justice energy is all about. Perhaps this is having to make a decision between two people or two opinions here, and having to maybe she's having to remain impartial despite the differences or the opposing ideas between two people here with Justice, and having to weigh up the situation on its own merits perhaps. We've got the Hangman showing here. It's funny because this Hangman is not it's not reversed. It's in the she's in the upright, but she's suspended. So she's not looking at anything from but then she is looking at something from another perspective, because she's looking at the world from high up. She's looking at the world from above the clouds, not from on the ground. So she is actually looking at things from another perspective, but also she's suspended in midair, which is what I really like. Death, ooh, change, transformation. It's interesting because she's looking at herself in the mirror and she's cutting her hair. It's almost like she sees herself as something completely different in the mirror. She's visualizing herself being completely different. If you look at her from the back, we've just got brown here. Somebody who is very much, it almost feels like she's in the dark here, because it almost looks like she's silhouetted here on the outside. But if you look at her reflection in the mirror, she's green. And there's a lighter background behind her, and she's cutting away all the hair. So it's almost like she sees something very different in the mirror. I'm just getting that the meaning of this card is simply about change and transformation, which is nice. Temperance. So balance is the Temperance energy showing here. She's stretching, she's doing a bit of yoga, isn't she, this lady here? But trying to gain perhaps some semblance of balance, emotional, physical balance within the self, I guess. I really like that, that's nice. The Devil. Let me get a quick drink of my hot chocolate. I made a hot chocolate to go along with doing this reading. Not reading, sorry, review. I'm so used to doing YouTube readings and personal readings. I'm always saying reading, it's reviews. Remember, this is new to the channel. I'm really enjoying doing them. I love the way that this guy here there's an attachment. This girl is attached to this devil here, but she's not happy. This is an uncomfortable attachment here showing up. I just want to have a look closely at this woman's face, this girl's face. She's definitely depressed. Can you see how attached they both are to one another? Look at that. Can you see that chain? He's obviously probably no good for her at all. She probably just doesn't know how to break free. Interesting. I like the depiction of that devil. The Tower. Look at them standing watching the house burn. You know, this is like, oh, I'm excited. This is an exciting deck to work with, I'm telling you. Yep, I'm here for it 150 million%. Love that. Wow. There's something very different about this Tower. I mean, I'm just looking at the reaction of the people. We can't see their faces. Are they standing with their mouth agape? Are they surprised, or are they accepting? How interesting. I love that. Star. She's got a telescope there. Little lamp. She's writing down. I don't know what she's writing down there. I don't do astrology or astronomy or anything like that. But she's learning about the stars. She's really interested in the stars. I love this deck, man. This is like so different to a lot of stuff. Borderless as well, which I love. The moon. The sun. Nice. Judgment. The other thing I'm wondering if I'll have to kind of try and find out if there's any sort of downloaded, if there's anything that you can download with this particular deck, just to have a look at some of the meanings that they come up with. Because there's no booklet along with this at all. You don't get a booklet at all or anything. Not even not a little white booklet. It's just like completely empty inside and just the cards, which is fine because it's great just to be able to use your intuition, which I quite like. Without any interference from, other people's keywords. But it would be interesting just to see if they've got any added resources, anything that you can download there. The world. Nice. Right, so that's the major arcanas looked at. Let's have a look at the minors. Let's have a look. So we've got the Ace of Wands. There's her wand. She's creating a piece of art from scratch. Probably feeling very inspired. Another meaning from the Ace of Wands. The Two of Wands. Travel. Movement. Taking charge of one's life. Exploring new territory. Like that. The Three of Wands. It's interesting. It's funny because she's on the boat. No, it's the same person. Look, they've done the same guy. Look, he's travelling with the Two of Wands and he's getting off the boat at the Three of Wands. So it looks like he's travelling and searching for exploring new territory. With both, really. One travels out, one moves in. So he's reached his destination with the Three of Wands and he's exploring it. Both cards to me suggest the idea of exploration. The Four of Wands, happiness, joy, togetherness, friendship. Oh, I'm about to cry. I just think this deck is just stunning. Right from the coloration on the cards to the art style, which I think is beautiful. The Five of Wands, it looks like he's playing a game with a load of people, which the Five of Wands can be that. The Five of Wands can be a game player. See all these people here? This guy's playing a game. Five of Wands is usually battle or fight. But the Five of Wands can also be friends or playing as well at the same time. The Six of Wands. Victory, success, recognition. The Seven of Wands. He's being interviewed. He's in demand. That's one of the other versions of the Seven of Wands, if you want to know about additional meanings of the cards. Seven of Wands is being in demand. All these people are demanding this man's time. They're all demanding an answer. He's about to put, I'm noticing that he's about to put his shades on as well. I don't think he's taken them off. I think that he wants to block them out probably. I wonder what he's done. Eight of Wands, a roller coaster. Speed. Travel. Nine of Wands. If I'm being honest, this is probably my least favourite card of the whole deck. I'm not really into this version of the Nine of Wands. Because I don't really get what they're trying to say with it, if I'm being honest with you. At least to me. Nine of Wands for me is about guarding. Maybe this is the guardian of a forest or something like that. But to me, he looks like he's about to go skateboarding and exploring what's in front of him, to be honest with you. Perhaps he's a little bit cautious, which can be another meaning of the Nine of Wands card. It's nice, but it's not my most favourite. And I don't really like the coloration on that card either. Ten of Wands, I like that, very much so. It's interesting because she's got 10 wands and yet she's carrying, there's 10 planks, I think. I think these are the planks, and I think that what she's carrying is one of those planks. Or maybe two of them, depends. But this is more, I think, depicting this struggle and burden and hard work, because 10 of wands is hard work. Page of wands. Yeah. Page of wands, very nosy, likes to explore different things. An adventurer. I like that version of the page of wands. The knight of wands. What is he doing? Is this, oh, he looks like he's doing the, what do they call that thing now? You know when they jump over the pole? Looks like he's doing something athletic here. Queen of wands. Well, yeah, little Miss Bossy Boots. Delegating work. She knows exactly what she wants, doesn't she? I really like the depiction of this because I love the coloration on this. I love the fact that we can really see her quite clearly standing out against that kind of browny, honey background, which I really like on this deck. I really love her clothing as well. This is definitely one of my most favourite cards in the deck. Every time I pick up the cards, and the quality is just beautiful. The King of Wands, probably her husband, chef, cooking in the kitchen. Somebody who's actually in charge probably of others. It looks to me like these people that are standing around him are waiting for some form of direction. So King of Wands in a naturally leadership position there. Right, let's go on to the cups now. I like the wands. They're very active, aren't they? Which is what wand energy is. Ace of Cups. Nice. I suppose the balloon is the cup. You've got the water falling down here as well. Or maybe the cup is actually, I didn't see that, the glass. Drinking from a glass, a wine glass. This just looks like, to me, it's a new experience. Two of Cups. Beautiful. They're actually sharing from the same cup, despite this girl here having a cup. They're actually drinking from the same cup. That's really nice. Friendship, love, togetherness, connection. Nice. I like that. Three of Cups. This is definitely another one of my favourite. It's just beautiful. What the hell? Oh my goodness. What a lovely card. Friends together, out shopping, having a laugh, having a good time together. Fun. Four of Cups. So she doesn't really want to do her work. She's not interested. She's probably chucked down that glass as well and said, I don't want to do it. I like that. Five of Cups. Oh. But you know what I find interesting? I'm wondering if there is somebody in spirit behind this boy here. He's crying. He's upset. But it looks to me like he's lost somebody that he loved. Because it looks like he's got a shrine. That's what it looks like to me. If you look here, he's got pictures of people. And it looks like there's a shrine for some reason. The whole thing looks like there's a shrine and he's crying over a loss here. He may have lost his... But if you look at the way that the dog and the person... Can you see there? They're transparent. The dog and this person here as well. And he's got this transparent person. He has a hand on this person's head. So it almost looks like that even though he's lost loved ones, they're there with him in spirit, including the dog. That's quite an emotional card for me. I feel like crying when I see that card. I think it is just beautifully done. I don't know what you guys think of that, but I actually feel like I'm welling up at the moment. That is just incredible, what they've done with that. I love that. I love that take on the Five of Cups. Beautiful. The Six of Cups. It's nice. I mean, you know, you can look at the Six of Cups as the past and reminiscing and stuff, but also for me it's just about family and togetherness and love. 7 of Cups, so she's got a choice between what she wants to eat. She's like, maybe I'll have that ice cream, maybe I'll have that one, no, maybe I'll have that one. Yeah, great, love that. The 8 of Cups. Ooh, had a falling out, has he? Sorry about that, guys, I've just rendered another video. Ooh, walking away. He doesn't look too happy. Maybe she's not walking away, maybe she's saying, look, I'm going to go and do my yoga. Or I'm going to go and do this, this and this. She hasn't got any suitcases with her. He doesn't look too happy though, does he? Looks like she's abandoned something. Maybe he wanted her to help him with the child. Wash up the cups and the... But she's like, no, I want to do what I want to do. He looks a bit pissed, doesn't he? Nice. 9 of Cups. Achievement. Look at all these trophies this person has. Feeling quite smug, quite proud of himself. Attainment. 9s are usually about attainment anyway. 10 of Cups. Ah, emotional fulfillment. Looks like a wedding scene, doesn't it? Looks like they've just got married. Page of Cups. They're working on a new creative venture. That's what she's doing. Looks like she's doing a little bit of pottery. Can you see? She's got, I can't remember what, I used to do this in school, but I don't remember what this is. She's got her foot on the pump here as well. Looks like she's making a new creative object here. She's making some pottery. So a creative individual, a young creative person. Knight of Cups. I'm wondering, usually Knight of Cups can sometimes be the seducer. He doesn't look like he's seducing anyone though. I like that. Looks very pleasant. Queen of Cups. Looks like a young primary teacher to me, works with children. And the Queen of Cups actually is quite a nurturing individual, isn't she? Quite a nurturing woman who loves children, so yeah. Very nice. King of Cups. That's interesting. Let me just take a closer look at this card if you don't mind, guys. Just going to bring it up and have a look at him. It's interesting. I don't really know what they're trying to depict there. I know that the colours are very cool and very muted. He's got a drink. It looks to me like he's a very emotionally controlled type of individual to me on this card. Whilst we have a very nurturing queen in the Queen of Cups showing here. We've got a very cool, calm and collected king here. I'm wondering if he's waiting in a counselling room or something like that. I don't know. He looks very subdued though. The Ace of Swords, so we're on to the swords now. It's nice. 2 of Swords. Conflicted. Should I go with this person here or should I go with this person here? Looks like this child is mentally conflicted here. Has to make a decision. Which way should I go? Who should I go to? 3 of Swords. Looks like, well, maybe this person's been heartbroken. Maybe they've been dumped. Looks like they're trying to write music though. He's listening to a iPod, or is it an iPod or MP3 player, whatever you want to call it. He's listening to some music. Could be quite depressed. I mean, he doesn't look outwardly very sad, does he? But we don't really know what's going on inside of him. It looks like he's listening to some heartbreaking music to me. Very subdued. I mean, I think with these cards as well, guys, when you get them, you really have to kind of, because there are some very gentle underlining themes, I think, going on with each of these cards. And I think it's for the reader to really tap into that energy. How do you feel about it? What do you think the person's doing? That's what I like about this. I love about modern decks. That's what I absolutely love about modern decks, that it is left to the reader to really interpret that. Which, to me, doesn't matter if there aren't any, you know, white books or any added resources, though I don't mind at all. I certainly think that this is not necessarily a deck for a beginner. If I'm being completely honest with you, I don't really know whether this is a deck for a beginner. Especially, I don't know, I'm going to go and check if there's any resources online in a bit anyway, that you can download. But if there aren't, I don't know. I think that you'd have to be highly intuitive or highly kind of connected in to really kind of get this card and to this deck and to even be able to read with it, to be perfectly honest. If I'm being perfectly honest, because I think that this is not your standard Three of Swords card. It's far more subtle than that. Far more subtle. It's almost like it has a backstory all its own, and you'd really need to kind of sit and think about what that backstory could be. Four of Swords. So Four of Swords, solitude, taking time out. And actually, I think it's the same bloke. This is what I love about this deck. They're using the same characters to follow on a story. It's almost like there he is. Can you see it's the same guy with the glasses? Let me have a look at this Four of Swords now. Now I can see it through the screen, but I just want to get a closer look up with my own eyes. See how subdued they are, the energies of these swords. Look at that. There he is, listening to some heartbreaking music. He's obviously a musician here. He's probably trying to get inspiration, trying to write something down. There's other clues, I'm sure, in this card here as well. I'm sure that there's a picture here that's been torn up. Probably that's the picture that he's torn up of his ex-girlfriend or boyfriend. Looks like he's been hurt, but he's subduing the pain. Looks like he just wants to go to sleep. And there he is, Four of Swords. He's up. He's got his eyes closed again. There he is with his banjo or whatever it is. Ukulele, I don't know what it is. But he's got some flowers there as well. Very subdued, very subtle. Very, very subtle what they're doing with these cards. You really have to tap into that. I'm going to really enjoy working with this deck immensely, because I just think you've really got to tap into whatever's going on here. You got to think about it. It's not as easy just putting down a card and saying, yeah, this is this, this is that. This is definitely, for me, a deck that we would read image-wise. So we would read with the imagery more than anything else, I think. Five of Swords. Battle. It's so funny. Look at his face. I'm sure this guy, yeah, look, he's got this kind of little smirk on his face. Can you see there? And there's this guy walking off. He's really upset. He doesn't look doubtful. He just looks pissed off. Six of Swords. Moving on. Looks like she's moving on with the child from a relationship. Maybe this is the child who couldn't choose who to go to in the Two of Swords. Do you remember? Hang on a minute. Just get that one back up if I can find it. Let's put that there a minute. There you go. I reckon that this Six of Swords, this is why I like this deck. You just find the little clues. Can you see? Look. It's the same kid. She's the one that was being torn between the two parents. See, the mum's got the child. She's walked off with her, leaving that parent behind. See? I'm telling you something now. These girls that have created this deck, very clever. Whoa, they're so clever in what they've done. The way that they've just devised this story. Nice. Very nice. Seven of Swords. Deception, underhandedness. Eight of Swords. Well, she feels like she's in prison, doesn't she? But she can easily just get over the railings if she wanted to, I should imagine. I like that. Nine of Swords. Okay, she's really upset. Oh, just want to give her a hug. This is somebody in pain. Upset. She's really upset. Ten of Swords. Probably the same girl. What I like about this is that you've got all these thoughts going through her head. Trash. Why can't I see through my computer screen? Trash. You are just crazy. Shut up. Stop boring me. Stupid. And so ugly. You can't do anything. Why are you so lazy? Worthless. You will never get it. Oh. There she is, lying. But also, you know what comes to mind for me as well with that Ten of Swords? It may not be what she's necessarily thinking of herself, but it may actually be what's being written here. Maybe she's being trolled. Maybe this is what's coming from the actual computer. Ten of Swords, after all, is the card about being backstabbed. Page of Swords. Nice. Knight of Swords. Nice. Queen of Swords. She looks like she works for the legal department. I'm sure she's the lady that was shown on the Justice card. King of Swords. He looks like a police officer, which is what the King of Swords can be. He can work for law and order. All the swords people can. Especially the King and the Queen. They're often people that work within the legal arena. Whether it's within the courts or as a police officer or barrister, judge, whatever it might be. So this is definitely somebody who works on the side of the law. Right, finally, we're going to have a look at our Pentacles. I've thoroughly enjoyed doing this walkthrough. The only thing I would say, my hands aren't necessarily greasy, but it's already leaving these little kind of grease marks on the back. That's the only thing I would say. Just make sure that my hands are, or before I do any walkthrough, they're always washed. So I don't know why that is. Any little traces, just be mindful of that. Any little traces of grease or anything on the hands can get onto the back of these cards, which can be annoying, but never mind. Let's have a look at finally the last suit. So the Ace of Pentacles. So the Ace of Pentacles is, I love this version of the Ace of Pentacles. The pentacle is showing up as being a ball. It's almost like he desires the physical desire. I like that. The Two of Coins, juggling. The same chef we saw as the, what was he? He was the King of Wands and he was also in the Eight of Cups, wasn't he? Same guy. He's doing loads of things at work, trying to juggle cooking and serving at the same time, I should imagine. Three of Pentacles, working in collaboration to produce a product, which is music. Teamwork. And actually, I think that this guy with the red hair is the same guy that we saw in the Three of Swords and also the Four of Swords, because he was a magician and he had red hair. And this guy, can you see, you can slightly, just if you look closely enough, he's got glasses on too. So I think it's the same guy in those. I wonder if they base this on people that they know, like friends or something like that, because they've got a running story going through these cards. Four of Pentacles, I'm sure that this is the guy in the Nine of Wands that we saw. Four of Coins, saving money. That's one of the meanings of this card. So there you go, he's saving money. He's not being mean, he's just trying to be resourceful. Five of Pentacles, the outsider. What is she sitting on? Oh, she's got suitcases. She looks peeved. It looks like maybe this guy here has cast her out. Six of Pentacles. Charity. You can see these couple of people busking here. receiving money from this guy, charity, distribution. 7 of Pentacles, awards, rewards. Eight of Pentacles, working out. Yeah, I like that. It's quite nice. Sometimes, because when you get thick cards like this, you imagine that you've got 2 to separate and you haven't. Beautiful. Very nice. 9 of Pentacles. A Lady of Leisure, which is one of the meanings of this card. She's financially independent, secure, looks good. And in fact, the 9 of Pentacles lady always dresses well. Always dresses well. She's got great dress sense. And she dresses in really nice, expensive clothes. So she's out shopping. This is a Lady of Leisure. 10 of Pentacles. Fulfillment and satisfaction, spending time with friends, wealth. But wealth in terms of time spent with the people that you love. Feeling a sense of security and stability with your family and your friends. Page of Pentacles. Shown as a shop. Is this somebody who's shopping? She looks like a shopkeeper though. No, she isn't. I thought that she was wearing an apron, an overall, but she's not. I think this is a dress. Spending money. Looks like she spent a lot of money on that. Knight of Pentacles. Basketball player. Queen of Pentacles. She looks like she's a star. Usually I would have she looked at that and thought that this should have been the Queen of Wands, to be honest, and maybe the Queen of Wands should have been the Queen of Pentacles. Because the Queen of Wands is somebody who would be famous, and the Queen of Pentacles is somebody who would be resourceful more than anything. But she looks like a businesswoman. She looks very successful. Maybe she runs a studio or something like that. And finally, the King of Coins. He also looks like, still you've got this star here again. He looks like a TV personality or somebody who would run a TV studio or something like that. It's funny how they've got the pentacle people as the stars, when I would have imagined that they would have had the wands as these people instead. And I would have imagined the King of Pentacles would have been the chef, and the King of Wands would have been kind of like the person in the limelight on the red carpet. Interesting. Okay, that is our spread. Not spread, I keep calling it spread. This is the review done. Thoroughly enjoyed that. This is a beautiful, beautiful deck. The imagery, just gorgeous. Images, beautiful. Not all of them are apparent to me in terms of what they're trying to convey, if I'm being completely honest with you. Like, for example, the Knight of Pentacles and basketball. I would have, a lot of these cards I'm thinking, well, why aren't they wands? Why are they depicted as pentacles instead of being wands? I just get the sense that maybe the Knight of Wands would be more the basketball player, and that type of thing. But nevertheless, I love the way also that they use the same characters through the different suits as well. For example, the little girl on the Two of Swords, who was split between who she should go along with, and then seeing her again in the Six of Swords where she'd gone along with the mother and the father was left behind. Or the guy on the Three of Swords, who was obviously, I think, trying to get over some hurt, and then seeing him on the Four of Swords, showing there perhaps healing, maybe he's in recovery, and then seeing him perhaps in the studio getting back to making music in the Three of Coins. It's all of those little touches on this particular deck that I really, really like. The fact that we've got this kind of like this running story going through, and these different characters each kind of playing a part in this story, building a story through the cards. I think it's really clever. I think it's exceptional work, and the card stock is just, it's really, really lovely. It seriously is. Seriously, guys, this cost me, how much did it, this was not expensive. I can't quite remember how much it cost me. I'll put a link to the Etsy shop in their website if you want to purchase this. But this is a very, very good deck indeed. It's just really, really good. I love it. I cannot wait to work with this deck and my clients. I just can't wait. I've got other decks to review that I want to work with my clients with, but I can't yet until I've done reviews on them. But yeah, this is certainly, I'm going to be using this for my YouTube videos, along with working with it with my clients. But it is a really well crafted, well imagined. They've obviously taken time. I think that they've probably devised a story. Possibly the people that are drawn on the cards, who knows, maybe they know who these people are, maybe these are friends or people or acquaintances that they've come in contact with. But it's just interesting how they've used certain characters through different cards, which I've never actually seen before, which just helps you to connect, I think, to the cards even more. As a beginner deck, I'm not so sure that it should be a beginner deck, because I just feel that there are other decks, especially if you don't have white books or any other resources along with it. It may be difficult for a beginner to really kind of delve deep and really get to know what's going on in those cards. I think if there's an additional resource with this would be good for a beginner. If not, it might not be so great, I think, because I think some of the imagery might be a little bit tricky to try and decipher at first. But other than that, beautifully crafted, beautiful cardstock, beautiful imagery and lovely storytelling as well. So yeah, you could do worse than buy. I think this was around the £30 something range, maybe £35 perhaps. Could have been cheaper. I think it was between £29.99 and £30 odd pounds to buy this deck, and then I had to put shipping on because it came from America. You can't get it in the UK. If you're in the UK, you can't get this in the UK. It's not on Amazon, it's not mass market, it's indie. You can get it on Etsy, or you can go straight to their website, and I'll leave links below. Okay, all right, that's it. Thanks for your time, guys. Love you loads, and I'll see you on the next review. Take care. Bye-bye.